toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Finds his man. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Sooners are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Burks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Markway. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nebraska. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pocket breaking down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Shakes off the defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
And the heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play-action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Gets open down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down here for the offense. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll poke. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line. And man, are they in business. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defenders bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Burks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On third down, going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.